I'm Jeanne Kimlick, a docent at the CAM, and my picture that I'm going to talk about today is from the Belden collection. And I was drawn to this image or her print because I had knew a little bit about her. This print is called Skygate 1 and it was created in 1982, a few years before she died. Now, it's hanging on a blue wall in contrast to Sam Francis' untitled lithograph. It is done in paper, her work is done in paper relief. She made the paper herself and made the relief that it was made off of. One thing that calls me to this print is the contrast between the calm, collected, controlled images in her white print and the contrast of the extreme expressionistic quality of Sam Francis. He has exploding colors, exploding shapes, a few images that we can recognize as has the big lips in the middle of it. And hers is very calm, cool, and collected. It couldn't be more, as you saw from the print, it's very white, very white. Okay, so when I would take a group of children through there, I would ask questions between, the shapes versus the organic shapes versus the geometric shapes, those sorts of things. Now, I knew a little bit about Nevelson's history as her rise to fame as a sculptor in the 1950s. And most of she was the toast of the art world, right up there with all the big names in sculpture. And if she would come to a party, everyone would just think, oh my gosh, she's here. She was the it girl, you might say. Now, all her sculptures were wooden. In the early days, they were wooden and monochromatic. Most of them were white, black, or gold. And these are assemblages where she would just hammer and glue stuff together. And they were usually black, but she did sometimes vary the colors. Now, this print very obviously represents her style, geometric and shapes repeated again and again, and it's in a low relief. She once said, I don't want to be in the middle ground. That's as boring as it can be. So she likes the background and the foreground, not the midground. So I understand why why Belden wanted to have this print in his collection because, like I say, she was a big name and I think he wanted to have her represented. So thank you.